Well, good morning, good afternoon, and welcome to this masterclass presentation. And the topic we're going to cover today is for furniture businesses, how to increase your cash flow in 12 steps. And that's the conversation we are going to have today. Have you ever wondered what it would be like to picture a system that generates consistent clients and revenues? What it would be to imagine converting more leads into paying clients and without any effort, and what it would mean to your business if you can stabilize the cash flow in just 12 simple steps. And then I'm saying, hey, are you ready to transform your cash flow? And in how we do that, we capture more leads through AI-powered strategies with clients looking for you. That's one way. Another way is to engage effectively with prospects using targeted communications. And the third way is let's see how we can close deals faster by implementing a proven cash flow system. Let's unlock the secret to consistent cash flow. Let's learn the key strategies on how to maximize revenues through a structured step-by-step approach, how to capture high-quality AI leads and nurture them to convert them, and then stabilize your cash flow and grow your business with confidence. My promise today is by the end of this presentation, you're going to master the 12-step cash flow system on how you can optimize your sales marketing process. You're going to learn how to capture and convert leads into loyal customers, and how we are going to ensure for you to get consistent revenue by applying these proven strategies. This may be the problem you're facing. You may have leads, and are they falling through the cracks? What I mean, are you able to capture their information, and create an effective lead capture page so you can get the engagement going? 100% of engagement is what is really necessary to convert them. One of the statistics out there is that 44% of businesses give up after their first follow-up. So what is the 12-step cash flow system? It's a proprietary process that does three things. First, it captures leads with precision, ensuring they're interested in your service and your product. Two, it engages and nurtures those leads, turning them into paying clients. And three, it stabilizes your cash flow by ensuring consistent revenue streams. And what I mean is that when you always have leads in your funnel, it's a lot easier to keep control over a consistent cash flow for your business. Why use the 12-step cash flow system? Because it keeps those leads coming in, right? We implement a system, and by using AI leads, your funnel is always full of people that want to talk to you. The second reason is we want to increase conversions, right? And we're going to get into the details how we do that and how you can do that. And increasing conversion means that you really want effective follow-up on those leads to get more sales. And at the end of the day, you want to grow your business with consistent cash flow, right? You want those leads coming in, and the more they come in, the more leads become clients, right? The more leads become prospects, and prospects become clients. And finally, why now? Well, you don't want to wait, because every day without a stable cash flow marketing system is a missed opportunity, and your competition won't wait. They're looking for ways to get ahead and improve their marketing system to grab your leads and grab your prospects. And why now is because you really want to secure the future of your business. And by implementing a very, very simple system called 12-step cash flow, you can achieve that. You can stabilize your growth. So who am I? My name is Jacques Sputecki. I'm a business innovation strategist. I'm a co-author in a book called Drive to Success. And this is the story of all my failures. It's the story of my business journey. And what's great is every time something happened, whether it was 911 or COVID, I completely flipped my business around into a new business opportunity, and it became better and better. But one thing that that I did learn is that it's all about the customer journey. It's all about the business cycle, and it's simple, except we forget that there's 12 steps, and we forget also that there's certain steps that we're very good at implementing, but there's other steps that were less good. And we are going to go steps today. Why should you listen to me? Well, I'm a business innovation strategist. I have a proven record of transforming businesses. I'm a best-selling author. My insights have really resonated with countless entrepreneurs. I'm an experienced serial entrepreneur, which means I've successfully built, sold, and scaled multiple ventures. And I'm an international speaker, and I speak on all different platforms to empower small and medium business owners. I'm not going to show you the short video because it would take away a time of who I am. I guess when you came in, there was a short video. That's one of them that I usually share with people. So would it be okay to share my story with you? Because my journey started in the pharmaceutical industry. You know, we introduced Tylenol into Canada, believe it or not, got involved with retailers, got involved then into hospitals, got involved selling to retailers, selling to hospitals. And then I got into the office in marketing. And then I decided to shift into the import-export business. Being in Montreal, Quebec, Canada, we had a lot of gourmet foods. And I said, you know what? I'm tired of spending my winters in Montreal, Quebec, Canada. I want to find a business opportunity where I can live on the West Coast. And I've achieved that. And we started off with the export business of gourmet fancy foods. And then what happened, we had 911. My profit margins were pretty much on the trade exchange. We got like 30-some% profit margin just on a trade exchange in the between 1995 and in the year 2000. And then when 911 hit, we've lost that trade exchange. You know, the whole world was in panic with the Iraq war, as we recall. And then I was caught with all these samples for a couple of $1,000s worth of samples, and I didn't know what to do with it. But I was a BNI director in Montreal, Business Network International. We were creating chapters from scratch, networking chapters. And Nancy was the owner of that franchise in Montreal. And she says, listen, you're spending a lot of time in California. Let me introduce you to a guy called Harvey Brandon. He is one of the directors there, like you're a director in Montreal. He's a director in Los Angeles. And I was traveling between San Francisco and Los Angeles. And I met Harvey and his lovely wife, gave him a little bottle of maple syrup, and he freaked out. He's, oh my God, this is the real thing. Because on the West Coast, they don't like light maple syrup. They have Aunt Jemima stuff, and the maple syrup that's sold there is a dark blend, which is very bitter. So, and then he said, listen, I see you have a problem. You want to network. Why don't you get involved in the trade and barter industry? And the trade and barter industry is America's best kept secret. What do I mean by that is that you're able to offer your product and services in a system, get full retail value, and now take those credits and spend it on anything you want, on haircuts, on travel, on hotel, on car expenses. In my office in LA was paid on barter. I was trading in those jams that we sold $10 US at. I paid about $5 US, right? And that was and I was making a $5 margin on everything. So when I was spending, I think my rent was $199 a month. It was a 14 by 20 office at $199 a month. But my real cost was only $100 a month, right? That they call the leverage in trade and barter. Strongly recommend that you implement that in your business model, and it really helps you with the cash flow. But that's another conversation. Okay, then how I was growing my business was through networking events. And I had two challenges. Number one is finding leads at these events. And number two, how to follow up. And it was a nightmare. It was a nightmare because, yes, we had constant contact, and yes, we had MailChimp, but those are not a sophisticated CRM to follow up. And even today, I hear people saying, oh, we love to use an Excel spreadsheet. But let me tell you that Excel spreadsheets, they don't call your customers and they don't remind you when to call. So what I did is I shopped for about 9 months in the market to try to find some software that can do everything I wanted to do. And I found it. And I said, finally, I found a way to stop those leads to fall through the cracks, right? And that's our motto, because leads fall through the cracks. And the 12-step cash flow system is our recipe, is our proprietary concept on to make sure that all of those 12 steps are covered in the customer journey. And today, what I do is I help businesses like yours succeed. My two biggest problems, right, that I needed to find a solution over the last 10 years was the number one is quality leads, right? And I have customers and they spend, $5,000-$10,000 a month on Facebook ads. And Facebook ads is great, but it's like just fishing in the ocean, right? And hoping somebody is going to bite, right? And they are more or less effective. The new way to get leads is by AI. And what we use is we have proprietary concept in AI leads, is that what we're able to do is to find people in real time looking for a particular thing. They're looking to buy an electric car. They're looking to buy a new dining set. They're looking to sell their home. They're looking to get their hair transplanted. They're looking for a trip. They're looking to get their roof repaired on their home. They're looking for new carpeting, right? So we have a technology where we can program AI, and what we do is we find who was on the internet last night or this morning looking for the stuff that you are selling. That's what we're able to do. And I have used appointment setters, and we do still a lot of cold calling. Eventbrite is cold calling, Meetup is cold calling, and it works, but not as well as what we do with AI today. So I resolved that problem last December. Why? Because leads become clients, and clients are cash flow. This conversation is not about what your expenses and your financial stability. This conversation is saying, hey, what we do is we find the leads, we implement automation so they become clients, and when you have a client, there's cash flow, right? And the right system can transform your business, and we keep it at that simple level. The second problem is engagement. You can get all these leads that you want, but if you don't have a system in place that covers these three phases: one, capture them; two, engage with them; and three, close them, right? And those three phases are part of the 12 steps. And what's key is you want to turn those leads into paying clients. So are you facing these challenges? Number one, of identifying the qualified leads. Are you finding it hard to separate the real prospects from the time wasters? Two, are you challenged by the high lead generation costs? Is your budget draining fast without results? Three, are you challenged by inconsistent cash flow? Do you struggle with periods where there's high demand and low demand for your, the products you're selling? So there comes a point where your pipeline is empty. Four, are you targeting the right audience? Are your ads, promotions, and postings on social media missing the mark? And five, do you have a good follow-up engagement system? Again, are your leads slipping through the cracks? But with a powerful follow-up system, no leads fall through the cracks anymore. So what drives me today is I'm passionate about businesses to take control of their cash flow. I strive simplicity and efficiency. I believe in systems that are easy to implement and yield results quickly. And What drives me today is a work-life balance. With stable cash flow, I can enjoy the freedom of running a virtual business and spending quality times with the loved ones, with the people I love in my world. So what makes me different is really I got 25 years of business experience with hundreds of clients. I've helped businesses across different industries stabilize their finances or make sure their cash flow was accurate, was at the right level, so they can keep care of keeping the doors open for their business. And what makes me different is we have proven strategies. 12-step cash flow system works. It is tried, it has been tried and tested, and it's a tested method for ensuring steady revenue. And the reason is because we care. And I can relate to a business owner because I understand the day-to-day challenges you face as a business owner because I've been there too. And I'm still there as a business owner, and we're challenged all the time, right? New technology, new opportunities, new competition. So I can really relate to the real world that's happening out there. And that's what really makes me different. Debunking some of the common myth. Well, one myth is cash flow problems are just a part of business. And that's the fact is that with the right systems, you can achieve financial stability. Another myth is you need a large budget for lead generation. Well, the fact is that 12-step cash flow system is designed to work for businesses of any size. The myth is that, powerful marketing systems are complicated and time consuming. The fact is our system simplifies the process through automation and saving you time and stress. So I'm going to go to the PowerPoint right now where we're going to go in the 12 steps. I'm going to give you examples on every step, how you can implement that as of tomorrow. And then you're going to see what areas that you're really strong in, and other areas maybe say, that's an area I have to improve. So that's what I'm going to do with you right now here. Oh, that only works when you share the screen, right? Okay, so let me share that screen. That should work. Am I there? Yes, we are. There you are. Okay, cool. So this is the secret formula. It's basic. It is so powerful. Being in business, any business, it's about connections, conversations, and conversion. The way I look at it is a connection is a stranger. A conversation, when you start having a conversation, they become friends. And when you have a conversion, they become family. So strangers are leads. And when you start talking to them, they're friends and now they're prospects. And when they buy from you, they're clients, they become family. See if I am, where am I here? Yeah, I'm here. That should work. We should have a screen called optimize, monetize. I guess I connected to the wrong screen. If I go down here, I mean, go back to the slideshow. Now let me go back to share. Let me see if this is going to work. Yeah. Why am I not able to change? Let's see if this one's gonna work. Yeah, this is not perfect, but the other stuff is not working. So let's do this, and this is fine. Okay, so we just discussed connection, conversation, and conversions. So how do you make this happen is by capture, nurture, and close, right? You got to capture the leads, you got to nurture them, and you got to close. As you recall, the two biggest challenge is really to create that engagement and to get that lead capture, right? To capture them so you can start the conversation. Why? Because you want to monetize, optimize, and maximize your business, because that's what you want to do. So I am going to throw in a bonus at the end of this presentation. Because you attended, you're going to get something called a create engagement in 30 days in 1 minute every day. So every day you get one email that's about a minute long. You're going to read it, maybe even 30 seconds, and it's going to give you an idea how for that day you can create engagement. And very basic, but it's a good reminder of what you can do to create that engagement. And that's a thank you gift. So this is the secret sauce. Okay, so 12 steps are split into 3 phases. Phase 1 is about finding leads. One, you need to identify your client avatar. You want to make sure that you understand what criterias they fit to be able to become your client avatar, right? What I mean is that demographic, could be race, could be where they live in a city, could be their annual revenue, could be are they a new family, or do they have a new house, or are they moving into a condo? You know, you got your client avatar that has to be set. Step number 2 is where can you find them? Where do they hang out? So you can have a conversation with them. Step number 3 is join that tribe, right? Is it in a chamber of commerce? Is it at a church Sunday meeting, right? Is it at a barbecue, the annual barbecue? Is it in a group on Facebook or in a group in Lincoln, right? Step number 3. And step number 4 is develop in phase 1 strategic alliance. You need to connect with them and see how you can align with them. And there's 2 things that are going through my mind here. When you create an alliance, is because they may be able to buy from you, but never forget that they know people that can buy from you. And that's a lot more powerful than just saying, oh, I'm going to talk to that person if that person's going to buy from me, yes or no. And that's what I mean by strategic alliance. I spent 2 minutes on this. This whole process can be a conversation of 2 hours. That's how much materials there is to share with you to really go deep. 4 steps. Phase 2 of the 12 steps. 5, create a lead magnet. And a lead magnet can be on your website, can be on a landing page, can be in social media, in a social media posting. And a lead magnet is saying, hey, I captured your attention. I would love to get your name and phone number and email so I can share this with you. And this can be a PDF, the 5 ways to do this. This can be a short video of 1 minute on how to do that. This can be an invitation to come and see our showroom, right? The first Sunday of every month, whatever it is. So a lead magnet is the first step. It's the capture page in bringing a lead into a prospect. It's doing that conversion from a stranger into a friend. And the lead magnet's purpose is to educate them through engagement. Step number 6, nurture principle, outreach. And what this is all about is having a conversation on these are the problems our customers have, these are the solutions. If you're looking to buy furniture, for example, a mattress, well, there's three, what my client does is for mattresses, they have three different stories depending on how much money they want to spend, right? So they have one story, it's a mattress that's low end around $500. The other story is the ones that want to spend $1,000, $2,000. And the other story is who wants to spend, $3,000, $4,000 and more. And then you have these new orthopedic beds that, sometimes are $10,000. So you need to have a conversation to educate them, and they want to be educated because they have a problem and they want to look for a solution. Now, the better step 6 is done, right? The better the engagement is done, then you're building in step 7, trust, like, and understanding. They know that you're the one. You're the one with that solution. And once you establish that trust and like in you, right, that's when you pretty much will get a buyer down the road, right? So that's step number 7. In phase 2, step number 8 is to present a compelling offer. Is when they arrived at the conclusion that, oh my God, this can work for me, you need to have that compelling offer. Listen, this system usually is $13.99 because it's Labor Day or Thanksgiving weekend. It's $9.99. We only have two models left, and that's a compelling offer. And as of Monday, when the weekend is gone, when the weekend is over, this product is going to go back to $14.99 instead of $9.99. So you're putting people under pressure. And when you put them under pressure, they're more inclined to buy and say, by the way, in case you didn't know, you make the offer even more compelling. Is also, I want to share with you that we have financing. In our financing system works this way. For the first 6 months, you have no interest and blah, 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 right? And also, then you're going to be closing with less resistance. You can say also, if it's the last day of our sale today, if you close today, we're going to throw in a set of sheets, for example. And yes, we're at $9.99, but because you're buying this weekend today, I am going to get you involved in our loyalty program. And our loyalty program gives you a 3% that we can apply today on any offer, anything you buy in the store. So we're going to give you the $9.99 and we're going to take 3% off only today. And then you're going to be part of our loyalty program. And what the nicest thing about the loyalty program is you can share that with anybody in your family. And then you get into the details. It's very simple how we set it up. It's brain dead and it works very well. So this part is extremely important, right? Step number 9, you got to make sure that your offer is so compelling that they're going to close with you. Now, God, 50, 60% of business owners, they got the sale, they walk away, and they're happy. No, there's phase 3. In phase 3, there's 3 more steps on 12-step cash flow. Some of them do this, some of them don't, and some of them don't need to. But the 3 extra steps in the 12-step cash flow is step number 10 is how do you get referrals from them, and how do you create an affiliate program? Step number 11 is about loyalty and discount programs. 2 different things. A loyalty program is not a discount program. Again, that's a whole different conversation. In number 12, you can create a community. Like, for example, if your furniture is all made in Canada and is all handmade, right? And does not need to be built like IKEA. Well, now you're creating a community of members, of owners, of clients that go with that philosophy. They want stuff, made in your city, made in Canada, made in the US, or wherever you are, right? Made there. And it's got these specific criterias. You only sell stuff that's wood, or you only sell stuff that's melamine, for example, okay? And these are very important because when a client spent their money with you and now they feel they're part of something, you're creating a bond and you're creating repeat business. Very powerful. And a lot of people don't think about that. Less my furniture owner. He was complaining. He says, listen, I got my furniture store. I really specialize in mattresses. I spend $5,000 a month on Google ads and on Facebook ads, and I'm losing $25,000 a month. And I have $500,000 in inventory, and my traffic is very, very slow. What do I do? We analyze what's happening out there. Well, in a lot of furniture stores in North America, they have the same problem. They're stuck with their sales growth. It's a saturated market, right? He was not doing any online sales. He's competing with Wayfair, IKEA, Home Depot, and also the national players, Living Spaces, Ashley Furniture, and Bob Discount. These are huge. What's the problem? Number one, it's a competition. Number two, he's not doing online sales. Number three, the market with the high interest rates, people don't want to loan money to buy furniture. And this was creating a problem of cash flow. What is the solution for less? So we looked at the whole process. We looked at the 12 steps. We looked at his inventory. We looked at his competition. And there is a very powerful free tool called Google Business Profile. And Google Business Profile is connected with Google Search and with YouTube. Those three platforms, they work together, right? They work extremely well together. So he didn't have anything on YouTube. He's got a website. It's okay. It's not perfect. The content is not there. He is not doing much on social media, and his Google Business Profile was inactive for 2 years. So we said, okay, we're going to set the budget on how we're going to work together. There's some stuff that we have to do in the back office. We got to implement a 12-step cash flow, right? We got to implement the system, depending on which of those 12 steps he's got problems with. And then we come back and say, okay, where we're going to start is with GBP. So to boost his GBP, Google Business Profile, which is free, by the way, this is stuff that you can do. So what we did is we made an analysis, a free analysis of his GBP, and we noticed the strength and the weaknesses. We noticed what his competition was doing, what he was not doing, and what he was doing and his competition was not doing, right? So we cleaned up the profile. And there's 4 ways to do this. These is 4 basic ways. If you do this, your profile is going to go up. 1 is the listing information. What category are you? Can you put your business in a category that your competition is not? Is there something you sell in your store that is so different that it is a category, like a stove in a fridge or a dining room set, or air beds or water beds? These are all categories, right? So when people are looking for you, they may be looking for those keywords that fit in a category. So for him to boost his profile, we changed the category from furniture store to mattress store. And we got a booster right away. We worked on his description. We worked on the postings. We added pictures. We started doing some promotions on there, but not just post, here, these mattresses now used to be, $14.95, now they're $9.99. No, we posted call to action. So people can click on something, put their information in, and get some feedback. And number 4, we worked on reviews. Now, for Google, the most important thing is reviews. And then we open a conversation about reputation management, and that's a whole different conversation. But reviews are crucial. And today I'm going to make an offer that covers only reviews. And it's a pretty interesting offer because we can show you in 30 days how we can boost your reviews. And once that's done, that system is in place, it's there forever. And a lot of people just don't know that they don't know, but also sometimes we just don't have the time. You know, we learn so much and then we're too busy, so we cannot learn the other 80%. We are the other 80%. So reviews is crucial. And so the success story is what we've done, and what I'm sharing with you here is gold. Okay, this is gold. This is how it's done. This is the secret recipe. This was my promise in the beginning of the presentation of what I'm going to share with you, so you understand how 12-step cash flow works. To create engagements, there's 6 powerful ways. Number 1, we discussed, right? The lead capture page. It grabs their attention. Number 2, you need to use text messaging, because with text messaging, you connect with them in real time. They get your text message, trust me. Number 3, emails are very powerful in educating your leads, because now if they've signed up, they are a prospect. And you know what? They want to learn. They don't want to be sold on your mattress that's for sale, or your fridge that's for sale, or your Swedish couch, or your Swedish, how do you call it, carpet is for sale. They don't care about that. They want to be educated on the quality, on your after sales service, on what makes you different. They want to be educated on the philosophy of your store, of the history of your store, and why Danish furniture is so good, or why German furniture is so good, and why buy wood instead of melamine, and why do you not want to buy something from IKEA compared to what you got, right? So emails is a way to educate them. And when you do that, you're increasing trust, like, and understanding in your business. And the more you build that through education, the less they are inclined to go to your competitor. Emails, they work. Chat is instant connection. That on your website, on your landing page, we can add a chat. So when they go to a landing page, they click, and when they click a chat, you can have an AI activated chat. We use AI we train the chat with like 200 questions, and it's pretty good. And then after it's educated, it will answer any question, and it will direct whoever the visitor is to the right next step. Is it talking to you? Is it getting a list price of product? Is it setting an appointment to come to your store? Whatever. The chat does that. But the chat is your instant connection. It's somebody looking for you in real time. The calendar is just an excuse to create touch points. Okay. And the calendar, our Les store was very reluctant in using a calendar. They don't need a calendar. The lady calls, she saw the ad, she got the cold email, she calls, she's going to come in on Saturday. What happens? Well, she said she was going to come in. No, she didn't come in. You put her into a calendar. When you put her into a calendar, she's going to come Saturday morning or Saturday afternoon. So more or less, she committed herself to come in on Saturday, right? You call her in the morning. You say, hey, Jennifer, you mentioned that you may be passing by this morning. She says, I have problems with the kids today, blah, 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 but more likely I'll come in the afternoon. Okay. She pops up in the afternoon. She knows you're waiting for her. She doesn't pop up in the afternoon. It don't matter. You're creating another touch point on the Sunday morning and sending her a text. You know, we noticed you couldn't make it yesterday. We're available today until 4 p.m. Is it possible for you to pass by? My name is Robert. and I'd love to, assist you today. So even if they ignore that, it doesn't matter, because at the end of the day, you're going to call Jennifer and say, Jennifer, I sent you a text this morning, and I know, life, we get carried away by what happens in life. And I was just wondering when would be a better time for us to try to connect, because you were looking for this, and I got this in stock. I got 3 colors left, and I'd love to show you, what we have on the floor. And then she would say, you know what, I probably can make it on Tuesday. Same thing. Tuesday morning, you text her. You're saying, hey, Jennifer, you mentioned that you may be able to pass today. Just a reminder that we're closing at 7 p.m. on Tuesdays. Now, what did you do is you created these touch points, which means that she's saying, this store has got incredible follow-up. They're very friendly. They're very understanding. They care for me. They understand I got other things going on than spending a couple of $1,000s on furniture on Saturday morning. So you make that connection, right? And when you meet them, well, you greet them with a smile and a handshake, and ideally you have a bottle of water somewhere you can give them. And that being said, that really establishes the first step, right? Trust, like, and understanding. And that is, the calendar is the excuse to create the touch points. And the loyalty program is the same thing. It's really an opportunity to send them an email 4 times a year or once a month to keep them in touch with your promotions, and also reminding them that they have they are part of the loyalty program and they're getting 3% discount. Now, if they want to share this with their mother, with their kids or their family, they can do that. We will extend the 3% to any of their friends or family member. Between you and I, 3 cost is very little to be able to get a referral come in for 3%. It's really a low cost. Okay, so our success story with Les was that 6 months later, we went from 25,000 in the negative to 5,000 monthly in the positive. We created new traffic in the store. We've implemented the loyalty program and a referral program. They were able to trace over the last 10 years about 2,000 emails. What we've done with those emails, we did a retargeting campaign, right? And when we started about 9 months ago, the open rate was like 10%. And as we speak right now, we have an open rate that's about 45%. And we have a click-through rate. So out of every 1,000 people that receive the email, we get about 400 or 500 that open it. Out of those 500, we get 20% that have a click rate. So they go to another section, because we want to track, we want to track the behavior of whoever is going through our sales funnel. And then we're noticing that 20%, which is 100 on every 100 out of every 1,000, which is 10% that click because they want to find out more. Pretty interesting. And we also put into a system where they can apply for a loan if they wanted to. So we brought into new traffic. We brought in new traffic in the store. We have a loyalty referral program. Now we kept the $5,000 a month for the ad budget, which we had before. We're revising that right now to see if we want to increase that. He's okay where he is. This type of business is very different because the inventory he has in the store, which is over $500,000, is used as collateral to buy stuff for another business. So in reality, he's okay with what is happening. But we're noticing is that his past clients now are being more engaged. They're coming in the store. They're sending us new clients. And it's a process. This is not something that you build in 30 days, right? So it's working. And the secret ingredient is the calendar. Please don't underestimate using a basic calendar to create those touch points. And what I shared with you here, this really, really works. Yeah, it works. So what I like to do is, my goal is for you to experience the same freedom and stability that I have achieved through my virtual businesses. Hey, I'm no longer in my 30s or no longer in my 40s, and I'm going to stop there. But because of what we do with 12-step cash flow, I can spend my summers in New York. That's our second residence there. In Vegas in New York. I spend my month of June in Montreal for the Jazz Festival. If I travel, I'm going to be up in Denver next month for a conference, and I have more me time. Now, I'm not like 100% free on vacation. No, because as we all know, we can write off these conferences, number one. But number two, I can always take a Zoom call. I can take a Zoom call. I have my Zoom calls all the time. I talk on different type of podcasts every week. So even if I'm traveling, I'll have it 2 hours here and 2 hours there where I'm doing work. And what I really want to do is empower business owners like you so you can focus on growing your business. Hell yeah, but enjoy the lifestyle you always wanted to have. Because when I started this business, I thought I was going to have freedom. No, there's no freedom. You have to work 6 days a week before you're able to generate that regular cash flow where you can say, wait a minute here. What automation can I put in place? What type of VAs can I use to go to the next step? So my question is like, will you be my next success story? Because we can empower you to achieve cash flow stability. And implementing the 12-step cash flow system, you saw what it is. It's basic. It's basic. It's a system. It just needs to be tediously put in place and monitored at each step. And that will impact your business growth. Are you going to be my success story that will empower you to gain peace of mind, knowing that your finances and your cash flow is under control, which will allow you to focus on things that really matter most for you? And that could be, hey, finding people to work with you where you can take over. Maybe you're looking to do more expansion, and maybe you just want some me time with the people you love. You know, your spouse, your dog, your children, your gym, your tennis, your traveling. It's really about me time. And business is important. I always learned, oh, you can work in your business or on your business. And for too many years, I worked in my business. Now I don't. I travel on my business. I travel on my business, of course, because I expense it, but I work on my business. I don't work in my business as I used to, which is great. And I just love what I'm doing. The benefits of automation is that you get consistent revenue streams. It ensures that every lead contributes to your bottom line. It reduces your stress. It simplifies your financial planning, and it allows you to gain clarity on your business future. And it's growth. Now you can scale your growth. You can plan how much you want to grow in each quarter. This is not for some business owner that's looking for a quick fix. This is not a quick fix because the system requires commitment. And it's not for businesses that's unwilling to adapt, because 12-step cash flow system is for those really ready to implement and change and get results. It's to implement a system. It's not those that are happy with inconsistency. Some people, they just loosey-goosey and they navigate. Okay, I lost money this month. I make money to next month. I'm going to go to the bank, get another 50 grand of loan. And it's not for that type of business owners. Because if you're serious about stabilizing your cash flow, right, then we have to have a conversation. If it's not, then we are not for you. And if you're afraid of change, forget it. Go to another webinar. Who this is for is committed entrepreneurs that are ready to invest and put effort to make sure that they reach that financial stability. This system is really for growth-oriented businesses that believe it from the bottom of their soul, that are looking to scale with a reliable revenue system. And I add to that is that what you have in your business very often is so close to your heart, to your soul, that you want to reach out to a community because you know that they're going to be happy with what you have to sell. And that's where we know you have a business with your why. It's no longer about money, it's your why. You want to share, you want to share your understanding on what it is to be, anything vegan, or to be, or to be athletic, or whatever it is. So I think that your growth oriented business always comes with a reason, with a why. And then finally, business owners that are seeking a balance. They want to focus on growth without sacrificing financial security. And you want a better future for your family. Again, whatever you describe as family, you want more me time with them. My guarantee to you today is that you're going to get 100% satisfaction by implementing the 12-step cash flow system. It doesn't matter what step, whether it's step 1 or step 7, and see that no leads fall through the cracks. I guarantee you with 100% satisfaction that no leads are ever going to fall through the cracks, and they will all learn about who you are. And I guarantee results, because from month to month, we create the engagement that will boost conversions. We will show you how the conversions grow and how your conversions are growing. Conversions is about new sales, right? And we're going to support you every way, every step of the way, because I'm committed to your success, and we will be there to guide you through each step. I got hugs for your business today. And how come this thing is not moving? It's a JPEG. It's a JPEG. It's not moving. You should have some people dancing there, but they're not dancing today. Okay, so first of all, I have a gift for you for attending this event, as I promised. And the gift is going to be how to create engagement in 30 days by only using 1 minute a day of your time. You get 30 emails over 30 days, and each day, it's about 30 seconds, you're going to read an idea, a concept that you can implement. So my offer today is a 30-day special for everybody that attended here. And the 30-day special is about our 12-step cash flow digital marketing CRM system. That's what it is, right? And usually it's a $497 a month. Today, for people that want to try it out, we're charging $47 a month for the first month. Then we bring it up to $297. You try for 1 month, there's absolutely no commitment, right? And we also are waiving the $247 sign-up fee. So basically, I'm also adding a bonus, which is a one-on-one business strategy call with me. That's worth $499. And this is the gentleman who you'll be talking to for an hour. In our session is we're going to determine exactly where you are. Are you looking for a retargeting campaign with your 50 past clients or 5,000 past clients? So we can retarget a campaign with them, right? And then we can implement something like a loyalty program or a discount program. Or maybe you're looking to get more Google Business Profile reviews, right? It's one or the other. And that's for $47. We're going to do that for you. Now, our conversation is really to create a marketing outreach campaign for you. We're going to talk, we're going to brainstorm together, and then we're going to put a follow-up system in place. And an hour strategy like that with me is worth $499. That's our price. So if people decide to hop on by Friday, right, you're going to have a total savings of close to $1,200. You get the 30 days at $47 instead of $497. We waive the setup fee, $247. We also will give you a free CRM at $297 a month. We're going to give that for as long as you are a client with us. So you can use that for whatever you want, for your email campaign. And there's a lot of areas where you can use our CRM. And you get the bonus strategy call. And that's if you sign up by Friday, this is worth $1,200. And I'm adding a bonus for the ones that are fast movers. They want to say, hey, I want to get this up and running today. I want to have a call with you tomorrow morning so we get up and running. And that's what I do. We're going to add in a lead capture page. And the lead capture page will have two particularities. One, it will be branded as your business. And you and I in the business strategy call, we're going to determine what is the capture, what are we giving them so they can sign up and be put into your into your lead capture, into your newsletter, into your email, whatever you have ready. We will find a way to determine how to build that page to get leads for you to start that sales process. This is worth $596. The setup is $99. The page is $497. That's $600. So if you take action by Friday, you save more or less, $1,200. If you take action today, you save more or less $1,800. That's pretty much what it is. Now, to take part of that promotion today, you can go at twelvestepcashflow.com/promo 12SCF. No code is required. You can also text me if you want at 323-590-0437. And if you text me, then I will text you that link. But that link is available. There's no code required. It's $47. You have the conditions, and you have a little video at the bottom that explains a little bit how the CRM works. But my expectation is not for you to use the CRM. My expectations is for us to have a conversation that will be two things. We create a retargeting marketing campaign with the clients you have, or with the clients you have, we start getting reviews for you. That is the focus of the $47. And 30 days is plenty of time to make that happen. Because you want to grow your cash flow, and the only way to do that is to get found, to get calls, and to get clients. And I want to say thank you so much for attending this event. And you can find out more about me at jacques360.com. That's my personal website. And you could also reach out to